Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing on this beautiful evening? We got Big Boy's Toys in the house. What's up, brother? Sorry I'm late. What is going on, my friends? Just waiting for Safa. Hell yeah. I gotta adjust my tripod here, so bear with me. If I don't get it set just right, I can't get in here. Yo, what's up, Bob? How you doing, brother? Got a new computer from work today, and I need to get the Wi-Fi set up on it. And I just realized it. So give me 1 sec. I gotta get the password. I'll be right back. Alright, never mind that. We'll just do it without the computer tonight. Come on, get in there. Anywho, alright, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, let's see. Nice engine and pipe combo. Thank you, sir. I'm excited to get to try it out. It's warm in here. Man, I can't see what you guys are saying. I can't use my phone to take a picture. Man, I need to go get that password, but it's a crazy password. Anyways, all right, guys, we're gonna do it without the computer tonight. All right, let's see here. So yeah, tonight we're going to throw the FX. This is the K5. I haven't opened it up, but as far as I know, the 5 means 5-port. So excited. I've always been interested in the FX engines, but they are pricey. So was lucky enough to get a good deal on this. And those of you that have been watching the lives, you know this is a deal that I made with Nitro Pimp. So once again, sir, thank you very much. It's awesome. Anywho, oh, get off there. Yes, there's no races coming up this weekend, so it'll be a perfect chance for me to get to the track and just strictly do practice. All the basically all the racers are going to be at Silver State. I wish them luck. Maybe next year I'll get to make it. Just not feasible right now. So alrighty. Yeah, so this is the Samurai pipe, and I'm gonna throw this on the buggy until I can get another pipe for it. Man. So I don't know if I need to get the bigger header out for this, which I don't have an FX, but there is this really big one on here, 8.5. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe that's a truggy, it's probably going to need that 8.5. Model block. I think I'm saying that right. I hope. Wrong channel. What? Techno music? No. Sorry, no techno music here. Time to go ahead and made a track. Don't fly and drive at the same time. Free on my channel. Well, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy the show. We are going to swap out this block, put the FX in my 48 2.2. Get ready. Hopefully this weekend I'll be ready to break it in. Brand new, never had fuel. Excuse me. If I remember correctly, the box might have been sealed. I don't remember exactly, but beautiful engine. Excited to run it. So anyways, let's see. So I don't know how many of you guys remember from a couple weeks ago when we did, when I went to the Open there at Adobe. And the guy I made the video of, who's one of my pro buddies, that's given me a lot of tips. And I said he blew up 2 engines, and he was basically on his 3rd engine in that race. This was the 2nd one. So he gave it to me as a souvenir keychain. This come out of I think it was just a OS. I'm not for sure. OS speed of some sort. Not sure exactly which one. But there is that. See, I'm going to lower this down so you guys have a better view. Let's see here. Modful bloke. Model bloke. Yeah, I suck with words. I have just a ERC car. Long like yours, it's wide. I blew the side out crazy. Yes, sir. Blew a big old chunk right out of it. So I think on the first one, I'm thinking that's the one that it just went like, it went full throttle and the flywheel in it was loose. So just the engine just free spinning. trying to get in position here. I don't really like it. So you say long like mine and wide, so a truggy. The piston skirt, I wonder if something made contact or metal fatigue. Yeah, anything's possible. We didn't really do much investigating because he was trying to get ready for a race. So not 100% sure, but Italian engine won't do that. What about Europe? Nitro Pimp, what's up, brother? Alrighty. But yeah, that was the OS Speed. I don't know which model. I'm trying to think. It had the, I think it had a gray head on it. I didn't really get too good of a look at it, but the first one, he ended up spinning the bearing and basically like it locked it up. Did some internal damage, swapped out into his backup, and then the flywheel had come loose, and he was going for one of the jumps, so he hit the throttle and it just revved up way beyond what it was supposed to and shut itself off. And so yeah, when he won that bump up race to the quarterfinal in that video that I did, he was literally on a borrowed engine. I don't know if you could hear it real well, but I was like, you know, don't blow up this one, because you know you just won't have any more engines. And he goes, yeah, and I'll owe the guy money for it too. So I think he ended up buying it from him and it's keeping it as a backup. And he ordered a Samurai, I think it was. But anyways, enough chit chat about that. Make sure I've said my highs to everybody. See, 118 Hellbox and SG 118 Pro, my first one. I've never heard of those. Yes, in a European engine. Yeah, I mean, those Italians, they really know how to make engines. FX, Pico, Novarossi, which I know the new ones they have their little issues that they're working out, but I still think they're pretty good engines. Trying to think of what other big-time European engine. Those are the three main ones that I'm aware of. If you guys know of any others, throw it in the comments. But anyways, so really all we need to do, we'll probably swap out the bearings in the clutch bell. But basically I think I'm going to swap out this header, give this thing some good torque. But I don't know. I mean, you know, this being a 5-port, I know that doesn't necessarily give it a lot more necessary power. But, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's a shorter header meant for higher RPMs. Think it needs to be the long header to get the right amount of torque on this. I mean, I'm not necessarily going for like high amounts of speed. I just want good torque to get up to speed to hit the jumps. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Oh yeah, Sirio. I always thought that was an Asia, like Japan, or pretty much I thought it was Japan. Wish y'all a good night. Bye bye from a German. Later on, Mr. German. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Take it easy. Yeah, I said Reds, didn't I? FX, Reds, Nova. I thought, if not, meant to. I was thinking it. Probably didn't. See where it says made in EU. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, but I mean, Italy's in the EU. It is Italian, isn't it? Designed and made in EU. And it says made in Europe. I always thought they were Italian. But hell, it might not be. And if not Italian, then where from? JRP, Boss, SM, Works, Performa. Okay, I get the point. Not a country, a continent. Oh, exactly. Made in Europe. Oh, Gmar's Europe? Didn't know that. Nitro Pimp got the crown. I'm not even seeing the crown on my end. Australiano, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Gmar is an acronym for the company that heavily modifies. I don't believe they make engines. Yeah, I've seen Gmar mods. Actually, that Rex Legend that I traded to OG as part of one of the trades that we did, that was Gmar modified. So I had the engine, and I bought the piston and sleeve modified. I think it come with a crank too. I've got a video on it. Can't remember exactly, but European, wherever the hell that hoodie guy lives. Norway, I think. Ah, gotcha. Two more mod engines. They are. Dang it. Disappeared. Calabria Mafia. What? Crap recovering from a bout of food poisoning. Ooh, that sucks, brother. But hope you're all well. Good over here, brother. I wish you the best of luck with that. Hopefully maybe this video will make you feel better. If not, I get it. But we're trying. X-Ray, Huddy, and Royal are all the same, dude. Oh, did not know that. We're learning something new here today. Thank you for the info. So we say X-Ray, Huddy, and Royal are all the same. That's awesome. So then is it not Italian? Because like I said, I always thought that those FX were Italian. This is not working. I gotta raise this camera back up, so bear with me. It just wasn't working out. Just rechecked. Ah, Norway. Huh, didn't know that. Yeah, that's cool, because like I said, I always thought FX was Italian. But hell yeah. Alright, where are we going to start at here? Oh, first of all, I got to go get my tools. Man, I swear I need my damn computer. Once you get used to something, sucks not having it. And that like button must not be working tonight. Remember luxury buggies, the silk toilet paper of 8-scale buggies? Are you talking about the X-ray? Bob says I have old engine still new in the box by Mario Rossi after he left the family business Nova Rossi, and before he started Reds Racing, he was with GRP and Boss Engines and Serio. Yeah, I've heard some of that history. I can't remember all the different history to that stuff. This is not entertained yet. Are you not entertained? What do I gotta do? Break this thing like Kevin Talbot? I swear everybody tunes in because they want to see him break something. But we'll try to entertain. The entertainment for this video basically is going to be wrenching. Some like and some don't. It's too close to the camera. Damn. tripod's in the way. Now, the few times I've run the Truggy on the track, I've really enjoyed it. I like how it handles. I don't want to get like spoiled to Truggy because, you know, it's a lot easier to drive, and I don't want, you know, like getting complacent. I don't want to get complacent running this and thinking, oh man, that's easy, and then the buggy being a pain. I'd rather keep my skills with the buggy because it's harder to drive, and then just use this to have fun. But I do need to practice a little more with it so I can get better at racing. While we're in here, we'll change the bearings. We'll check the clutch shoes. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think we're going to swap out this header and put it. This should fit. I don't see why it wouldn't. Because I don't know that manifold is meant for torque. If it's meant more for high RPMs, I'd rather have the torque on this. You know, it's a short trip from jump to jump. I'd rather have the quick speed than the top speed, if that makes sense. Still pretty clean chassis, a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rub. I mean, literally this is only from, what, 3 5-minute qualifies, was it 15 or 20-minute main, and then probably three rounds of 5-minute practice. That's all that I have ran this. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend, just getting out and doing some practicing with it and not worrying about trying to race. I mean, racing's a blast, don't get me wrong, but I definitely need some practice. But it's going to be should be just a nice open track this weekend. Not having to worry about a bunch of people being in the way because all the big dogs are going to Silver State. Man, that is stuck in there. Can't find my razor blades, so we'll use my glue. My glue spouts. Always remember, if you can't get your Allen wrench all the way in, you're gonna strip it. There we go. Yes, this has very little runtime on it, so the diff fluid should still be good. Shock fluid should be good. There's nothing leaking. Seemed to ride pretty good. So I'm not gonna worry about the oils. We'll find out when we go this weekend. Maybe we'll rebuild it for the following weekend, which is the last race for the winter series. And then sometime after that starts up the Outlaw series. Well, that's one of the cool things about being out in the desert where you never really truly have a winter is weather's mostly nice, except when it's really hot. And you can literally run almost all year round. Sucks in the summertime. And you don't want to do it. You gotta be careful because it does get a little warm. The hotter it is, the leaner the engine wants to be. Not good for it. Runs good, but not good for it. I'm just cleaning dirt out of this groove so the screws sit back in there. Yeah, when it's really, really hot, find your engine getting up to 300 degrees real easy. Just gotta be careful. But that's why you have a cheaper practice engine for those really, really hot days. Yeah, outside of actually racing or decent weather practicing, like neither my 83 or this FX is gonna be run. All right. Yeah, still in very good shape, just a little dirty. I'll set this aside. And I actually want to get this table wiped up a little bit. What's bad about these wobbly tables is everything falls over. They're cheap, they get the job done, but a little wobbly. All right, give me one sec. Who have I missed in here? See, hybrid's showing up. What's up, brother? No, throwing some PJs, a few rattle cans. That body ain't gonna paint itself. Hey, so speaking of PJs, my new Christmas PJs, SpongeBob, and the one, of course, right in the right around the crotch area. He's upside down, looking up at me. Kind of weird, and I do need to paint that body, but we're gonna get this engine situated first. All right, so we're still in this header. No more needle nose spring pulling for me. Let's Come on, don't tear up the exhaust. Boot, don't tear it up. Still in good shape. Man, these things get stuck on there. Oh, sweet. I got it off without tearing it up. How about that? Usually, when those are real tight and I try to pull them off, it seems like I rip it right up here towards the end, towards the edge. But that one came off pretty easy. What's up, Hybrid? How you doing, brother? Sorry I've been on the channel much lately on your lives. Been, I was on vacation. Been doing a lot of racing. And on those long 3-day weekends, you ain't got much time to watch YouTube. So I will be back, brother. Thank you for joining in here. But I'll be coming back soon. Should be there this Friday. I know I've asked this, I didn't see any answers. Seriously. What do you guys think on the header? Go with the stock one that come with it, or put the 8.5 on it for that torque for the, for running a truggy? Anybody? Let's see that measurement comes. You know what? It may already be the same. We shall find out. Okay, so I think that measurement is taken. How do they do that? I thought it went across, but that would be more than 8.5. Or no, sorry, it's 85. Outside to outside. And it's not a very accurate way of measuring. I don't think that shows 80. Anybody tell me where I'm going wrong here? I just want to make sure I got a proper setup. All right, it's a brand new gasket. Definitely don't tear this one up. Good to go. So they are the same width. They're the same depth. And this is a shorter, let's see, shorter pipe. So what is it? Shorter pipe and shorter headers, more RPM. Longer is more torque. So this 85 is a little bit bigger. What are you guys saying? Tell Safa we said, what's up? Yes, triggers definitely need that quick torque. Yes, sir. My thing on it is I'm not 100% sure the way that this is made, and maybe it wasn't necessarily like design kitted for that particular engine, but being that it's shorter exhaust, shorter header, it's probably meant for more higher RPM. So I think my best bet is going to be to put that 85 millimeter on here. I think that's going to be the key. Now you got me today with these buggies. I pulled a piece off the rack and got it going. Yes! You don't know how many people that have come up to me just, in the last, say, year or so, not even just through the lives, but at the track or just out playing around, whatever. And there's a lot of people that used to do nitro that are like, man, you're getting me back into nitro. I think even a couple other people here on the channel, people at the park, whatever. It's great. I love inspiring people. Love the underoos. Underoos, talking about my PJs? When they get stuck, when they don't leak. Oh, you talking about the exhaust on the exhaust gasket? Yeah, because there's no oil in there, allowing it to slip. Man, sucks. I think I'm gonna go take my computer in there and just punch in that damn Wi-Fi so I can look at it. Let's see. Don't recognize this name. Henriksen. I don't know if I said that right. Actually, I do think I've seen you on here before. How did you break in the FX5K? Not yet. I'm hoping to do that this coming weekend. That is my plan. Put off a jamming header. They don't bend. Finally caught one. Yes, sir, Raw. Ooh. I think Raw just helped a brother out. Yes, sir. Thank you, my friend. Everybody hit that like. I got that heart for you. Thank you much. Raw's the shit. That'll go towards my fund of replacing my broken exhaust pipe on the buggy. Let's see, that's about 150, so only 130 to go. Ross says you're right. Man, I said a few things. What was I right about? John Smith, what's up? Yes, sir. Small amount of grease on the gasket. Yeah, every time I put them together, I use a little bit of the silicone, like just shock fluid. And that's probably what I'll use these stock kit ones that come with the truggy. But yeah, I put a little dab on there to get it on, but still always hard to get off. But thank you very much for the tip. We do appreciate it. Usually refer to manufacturer website to be sure. With pipe and header combo choice. Well, and yeah, I mean the numbers will tell you a lot of different things, but also at the same time, it does depend on how they put the cone or the baffle, whatever you want to call it, inside, but also your overall length. So this shorter FX pipe is going to be higher RPM. I want it to match, so I am going to go with this. But then, yes, I'm going to use the bigger header to kind of balance it out and get that torque that we need. But, man, I feel like I can't talk to you guys without the damn computer. JP, what's up, my brother? How are you doing? What's up, bro? All right, guys, give me 2 minutes. I need to go punch in the Wi-Fi. Yeah, my computer at work was like 4 years old, so they updated, and I got a touchscreen laptop. I was excited. All right, give me 2 seconds. Alright. Sorry, I know there's a pain in the butt. It's awful quiet, but I had to get the Wi-Fi on it. Now let me get into the channel. Crap, I never did add. Man, I gotta add my my email. It's gonna be more of a pain in the butt. Anyways, sorry guys. Trying. Me and computers don't always get along very well. Come on. Let me add an account. Anyways, sorry for wasting y'all's time. It's not working out for me. Ooh, talking about some jamming. Found a nice Orion pipe. I think I actually have one. Grabbed a few cheap AliExpress pipes. They work decent. Anything's awesome for bashing. Have a nice dynamite pipe on Amazon. I have a few. JP's got a few of everything. Want to find the old dynamite? Yeah, 086 top end pipe. I have a few of the 053 mid range. I don't think I ever ended up with a 086. I don't know if I have any dynamite pipes. Now that I think about it, I have a few of those also. But having so many rigs, the cheap ones are good to replace. Yep, totally. I'm jamming on my bashers though. Check out that one on Amazon. It looks like the OS86 or the 086. Yeah, I've got the JP 1, 2, and 3. Joey Ace, what's up? When having a good night. Your lives are always when I'm at work. That just means you get to, do what you're not supposed to do while you're working, man. Nothing wrong with that. Love the jamming sound, all of them. Yes, sir. The dynamite brand 086. RC10G. Those jamming pipes make great bongs and hammers as well. What the hell was my... It's like I don't know what my... You know what, we're going to try a different route. I can't get into my personal email. It's been so long, I don't remember my password, and I have to go through all the rigmarole. So hopefully, let's see.
A new Planet Fitness is now open near you, and you can join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. We're talking a clean and spacious, judgment-free.
Shut up. Cool. Now I can see the comments. I figured it out. Let's see. I'm finding the 053. Awesome. All right, now I can read y'all's comments. Not have to try to look at the phone. All right. As far as I know, these should match up, hopefully. Yeah, it's even still got a little bit of grease on there from when I put that bad boy on. Cool. I have successfully pulled apart 3-4 different pieces and not ruined the gasket. So that's a bonus. Yeah, so let's compare these. What's the best way to do this? I'm trying to get a visual. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is considerably smaller. So it looks like it's a hair shorter side to side, and then a hair shorter top to bottom. So should give us a little bit more torque. Oh, we'll see how it goes. If I need to order a torque FX pipe, just so everything's matching and to make me feel good, I will. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. I love this little symbol. Basically like a trident, or looks like a crown, looks like a pot leaf, whatever. Yeah, so the 2100. Well, in case you didn't know, caution, hot. Nitro Pimp says, I'm going crown. Are you guys still seeing? Okay, there we go. Raw's got the #1 crown. Look at you go, Raw. See, that's what happens when you throw out the donations, you get a crown. Give it a little bit of lube so it slides in easier. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because it's a different model, but it doesn't want to stay. Maybe a little bit more lubricant. Almost seems like it's pushing that gasket, scrunching it up. We definitely don't want that. Stay there. little bit too much on there. It was leaking. There we go. That's a good tight fit. Hopefully the gasket's sitting properly. Ross says, "Oh yeah, hey everybody, what's up? How you doing, Northeast? Thanks for joining in, brother. It was an honor to lose my crown to Raw." I bet it was. You know, there's a whole lot of blue on here, except for this guy. Why won't you let me do it? Ah, that sucks. Can I do it on here? Yeah. So there's that, and where's the other one? There's Northeast. John's in here all the time, so I'm gonna throw. Oh, won't let me do it. I will have to get you in the next live. I was gonna give you the old wrench. It let me do Northeast, and then it stopped. Ross says, "Addict, do you still have Savages, or did you sell them off?" No, I still have all but the 21 sealed. No, that was the only one that I've gotten rid of. But like I was saying yesterday, I'm thinking about seeing if anybody wants to purchase anything, because there is a couple of projects I'm looking to do, and I'm gonna need some cash. So, is there a reason that you're asking me this question, Rolf? Computer's not keeping up with us here. John's got a wrench. Yeah, I think that 086 was discontinued. Great pipe thought. Just curious. Yeah, why? Because I don't ever run them anymore. I actually have. Here, I'll do a quick pan around. Show you this. So there's the XL, one of them. My newer one that I got from MZ, and then right there. I think that one might have came with the paintball body. I don't remember exactly, but I just, having the track out here, I just haven't really spent much time doing anything other than trying to play on the track. So no reason other than that. I think I'm gonna hold on to this header instead of installing it. Should I have a couple of them? Oh, that 086. Hey, Roy, you want a Savage project? What kind of project? What's up, Lotus? Two forgotten abused savages. Nah, man, they're sitting over there chilling. They're getting love. They're not being abused. Waited on Ming Yang 28 to put in the Gravedigger Savage. I got December with the Jumbo Kongs. It looks pretty sweet. Hell yeah. Since I got an older XL. Was that one that you got in that lot? Oh, you guys could trade back and forth all day up there and not have to worry about the damn tariffs. Or the getting raped at the border anyways. He said it's rough. Nothing funner than a rough savage. Raw does not. I would have interest. John's interested. May cost a pretty penny crossing the border though. One of them, yeah, the other one that, because you had one of them running, so it'd be the other one that you didn't get or that didn't have an engine in it, correct? Oh, tears, yeah. Yeah, because even after you pay the, UPS, the post, whatever, even after you pay them, it hits the border and they're like, oh, hey, you owe us another $130, no matter what you tell them. Now, you guys can kiss my ass. But if you don't pay them, they'll just send it back. Yeah, so I'm gonna set this one here aside, and it's gonna be my my hot summer practice engine. It's already got a lot of miles on it. Still got some good pinch. They do have replacement piston and sleeves for this, so at some point I do want to replace it. And at the same time, there's some people out here that pinch professionally, like some guys at the track. They have all the cool tools. So definitely planning on getting it pinched, but I would like to get a backup piston and sleeve for it. Probably do like a whole fresh bearing sit on it. That's what I like to see after running. No oil. I know it doesn't always mean it necessarily leaking, but I hate when oil's coming out the bottom of that front bearing. Got a couple of parts from Canada last month that cost double. Yep. John's saying send it by drone. I think I missed a couple of messages. I know I should plug the holes, but like, I'm not gonna run it without tearing it down and cleaning it anyways. It needs a good tear down, cleaning, reseal it back up. I don't mean like seal it, just, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's like for me, you run them, you run your nitros for a while and then they start kind of acting funny. Take them apart, make sure everything looks good, put it back together and make sure, it's got good tight connections, and it always seems to run the way it's supposed to. I got smart with this screw. I put old 2.5 in it. They should all be like this, so they don't strip. Oh yeah. That clutch was brand new for the open, so still got plenty left in it. And I know I should clean these up, but they're not bad. I don't feel like it. So I'm not gonna do it. That bearing. Yeah. Bearing's still good, but both the seals come off of it. Yeah, same thing when I order from the USA, it costs triple, says Bob's. Damn Canadian government. The shipping from the US for me is crazy too. I don't get it. It's just crossing a damn border. And if there wasn't somebody standing there in a little shack, you wouldn't even know you were crossing the border. Why does it gotta cost so much money? I got a $200 HPI RS4 from Japan. No extra fees. Hell yeah. I can send stuff to England with no issues. That's those damn greedy Canadian government people. So if you order from EU, like Taylor, Jeremy, nothing either. Yeah, John Smith's from the States. That bearing toast. I mean, you know, when the seals come out, yeah, I get it, but like, it's still butter smooth, just like brand new. But yes, yeah, the US is kind of a mess right at the moment. It's not the US that's a mess, it's Canada. The US is doing just fine. Hell, I set my drink down somewhere. See, the US don't double up the crossing the border charges like Canada does. Group listened 10 miles from the border, times have changed. Had a friend who lived in a house in Derby Line, Vermont, that is right on the border. Oh yeah, I'd love to go to Vermont, that'd be cool. Don't do it, it will lock up. Oh yeah, don't use it? Yeah, I mean, something like that I would hang on to just to throw in for, you know, for a basher if I needed a bearing. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't do it at the track. All right, Raw, have a good night, brother. Thanks again. Appreciate you. Everybody, don't forget to check out Raw. Just put out a couple videos here in the last few days. Some good shit going on. Here goes has TS. Has Trump derangement syndrome. Yes, they do. When I was a kid, there was a doctor in Canada just crossed the border. He would only take American patients, and he charged like $10. It was quick and easy when we'd get strep. That's funny. All right, any more washers on here? Get off here. Yeah, I know you're on there. Get. There's a damn washer stuck on there, or more like a shim, not really a washer. There you go. Like I had to break the seal. Oh my God. There, thank you. Alright, I gotta get my clutch nut T-handle wrench. Flywheel puller. And my chainies. Always hang on to your old work shirts. They make good rags. Come on. Man, why do I always have that freaking issue? For some reason, these clutch nuts, they bind up on these shafts. Make it very difficult to undo this, and then sometimes it even breaks it loose from the collet. And then the only way to stop it from turning over is to shove the fabric in the back, through the exhaust port. Big Boys Toys is a member for 3 months. Yes, sir. Thank you for your support. Come on, you tight little bastard. Get off there. Lotus member for 17 months. What's up? Just RC Love. Yes, sir. Oh, thank God. Didn't do too much damage. I need to, what I think I'm going to do for breaking in this FX is get my old flywheel that's already dinged up, so that I'm not tearing the shit out of this one trying to dig it out of top dead center. It's one thing I hate about breaking in engines, especially like on these non-pull start style. The only way to do it's with the with the box. You tear up the damn flywheel. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of oil, but I mean you're gonna have that. It's not bad. I hate the ones that are always dripping. But yeah, so maybe on a near future live, we'll strip this down, see what kind of shape it's in, get it cleaned up, and get it ready to be pinched, so I have it for the summer. And I know I have a flywheel somewhere. Is it in a vehicle? I might have to use that flywheel and beat the shit out of it. What happened? Knew I had something somewhere. Texas Aggies back. TRC 10G Big Block. That should be interesting. Yes. That's gonna be gnarly. I'm gonna use the one I sent you. Oh, you're talking to Northeast? Let's see. That's not that bad. What's not that bad? I have a new air kit with the big block mount. Air kit has the upper radio tray and roll bar. Those are rare nowadays. You know, jumping in kind of late. It's been a while for me. John Davidson, what is up, my brother? Been missing out on a lot of racing. I don't know, these shoes look a little worn. Yeah, it's been a minute, John. Welcome back to the program, brother. And we got John Davison. Crap. John, sorry I'm drawing a blank here. John Smith. I'm John. We normally have a John D in here. We got a lot of Johns. Question if the trainers will hold it. Yeah, right? That's what I said, interesting. Go for it, I want to see it. Yeah, exactly. Hope your racing has been going well. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming back. So if you watch, so I've put out a couple videos from, what was it, Sunday or Monday. I put out a video from racing on Sunday. Go check that out. It's just a couple of videos back. Last night's live, we watched it. Hi, John. I'm John. I believe we're watching John. Yes. Thanks, because John is the best name to have. We're the House of Johns. John is also here sometimes. John's also there sometimes. You know, John is such a popular name. They started naming everything after us. The guys that buy hookers, the portable toilets. What else? I'm sure there's something else out there that I'm missing, but yeah, we got a lot of things named after us. So I'm gonna say these shoes are probably Dunsky. I think I'm gonna throw a new set on here, and then I'll just hold on to these because, like I said, I don't want to trash this flywheel. I'd rather dig into this. Had to dig around, make sure I had two sets. That's another wearable part. We were talking about wearable parts last night, and all the stuff you got to keep replacing when you're racing. These damn shoes are like $30 for a set. Expensive, and they wear fast. Hold on to that. I don't want to open up my pack of springs until I have to. What are we running? 2 reds and 2 golds. I know I got some extras. I know you're in here. I see you. So there's 2 reds. Uh-oh, did I pull out the wrong ones? I think I did. Now that I see... These are actually kind of purple. So yeah, that one. Here's another one. Might be missing the golds though. Alright, come on. I don't want to open up this package. Got some bearings. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I may have to open that package up after all. We have the entire kit nice. My girlfriend's dad and brother, John. John Doe. There you go. I knew there was another one. Inmate objects are supposedly also John's now. Using the tub or the chassis version. These are bad examples. Yes, but it is what it is. We'll hope for it. Oh, that's funny. Now you should sell that synth. You know, I've thought about it, but I can't. It's not complete. I need the drive shaft. The what is it? The output shaft, or that'd be the input shaft with the spur gear, because it's out from the engine, input into the transmission. I think that's called the input shaft. If you can find me a shaft, I wouldn't want to try to sell it broken. Picked up on eBay probably 10 years ago, like $100. That's funny how you find something, you hold on to it, and then like years later you're like, oh, I have a use for this. Been collecting MIP stingers and manifolds, have like 10 of each. Damn. MIP stingers and manifolds. When you say stinger, you talking about the actual pipe? Send an RC10G to the Bug 404. Hell yeah. Definitely thank you. I've been pondering what to do with them until I found the BB mount. Then I knew I needed an A&E big block. Why? Well, why not? The engine RC10G. This is a good runner. I'm sure this is right around the corner. How about yours? So the 18th. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. This Sunday, everybody's going to Silver State, so the track should be pretty empty. Lots of open practice for me. And then, yeah, so the 18th is a makeup race and is the last one for the nitro compound. And then, God, I'd have to look it up on Facebook. Between the two tracks that I have out here, they're doing a series together. And like one weekend's at the compound, the next weekend's at Adobe. I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 races each. They're calling it the Outlaw Series. That's going to be a blast. So can't wait. But yeah, we seem to race quite a bit. Hey, there's Baker. Been a while, brother. Yeah, anybody wanting to see my progress on my track skills? I put out a video the other day, about a 30-minute video of a very technical track, and I'm not the best, but I'm finding my spots. I'm making the jumps. I'm getting faster. I'm learning the tricks. So be sure to check it out. If you click on the channel, it should be like I think it's the last video that I put out. See, been a while since caught a live ears in the chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining in, brother. Oh, I think you were the one that kept telling me to go FX. Got a really good deal on it. This is the 5K. What do you think about that? I'm pretty sure you were the FX guy, correct? Lotus says, I want any nitro. You know, I see all these people with all these different nitros, and man, I'm not knocking it at all. I love all nitros. But man, some of them, and I know part of the fun is finding the parts, but man, when they discontinue stuff, man, sometimes it's damn near impossible to find what you need. And that gets old real quick. So I try to stick with rides that I know I can find parts for. Not finding the gold springs that I thought I had sitting in here. I don't want to open up this damn set. As soon as I open it, I'm going to find what I was looking for. I got one more place to look. Oh, check this out. Bam! Raw speed, baby. I love it. Alright, I'm about to do some digging here. Give me 2 seconds. Hopefully it's on top. And hey, it is. Oh snap! What do we got? What do we got? Got a bunch of shoes, some springs that aren't what I'm looking for. We got nothing. We got a whole lot of nada. Well, damn it. I mean, I got some good parts in here, but not what we're looking for. All right. I didn't want to do it, but we'll open it up. I just had another one. Where did it go? I'm gonna steal these. These weren't These weren't that used. CBH 148, what's up, brother? Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've seen you. It's funny they were fun in the day, but the RC10 test your driver skills. True that. Can I stuff a Mockstar 28 in? Dude, you can barely get a Mockstar 28 in the damn Savage. My pull start wouldn't allow me to get it in there. Like I had to shave it down and make it fit. We want a track stream. So I'm probably going to do that this weekend. I'm going to try it, but I'm going to give you guys fair warning. I'm going to set a time, and if you guys want to check it out, you probably ought to be there at that time, because I don't know, with it being warm, I don't know how long that GoPro is going to stay on. And when I do a live on the GoPro, it doesn't, it seems to cut off early. So I can't guarantee how long the stream will be, and I can't guarantee that it won't just shut off on us in the middle. And I may talk to you guys, but I won't necessarily be reading messages. So just fair warning. I'll have to use my phone as a hotspot for the Wi-Fi for it. We can make it work. I just can't guarantee that it's going to be a very long one. We feel neglected. I know you do. I'm going to take a quick peek at it now. That video. You talking about that track? That track's badass. Just pulled up your stream and your new vid TNA. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy it. Nick, I haven't even got to break it in yet, brother. But I don't think you've been here since I purchased that bad boy. So it's going to be the powerhouse to my new truggy. I literally have, 3 qualifies and a race, one race on that truggy. I bought it the week of the Open, and I built it here on the live stream. I finished it off Thursday night, and then Friday I was practicing at the track, at that event. But they only give you so for each vehicle that you enter, you get 3 tickets for practice, and they're 5-minute practices. And I only got to use 5 of them, and I did 1 on the buggy and 4 on the truggy. Or was it 2 and 3? I don't remember. But, yeah, didn't get much practice with it. So one thing that sucks about those big events, they redo that track, and you don't get to play, you don't get to just go drive on it. You have to jump through hoops and wait and sit there and wait in line for 10 to 15 minutes, it seems. Oh, yeah, break it loose. See if I can get the other one loose without stripping it. But I do plan on breaking in this FX this weekend. And if that's the live stream that you were talking about, Lotus, I think we could do something like that. I think running the track would be a better live stream. But either way, I don't think it's going to be a very long one. Like the last time I did the GoPro live stream, it cut out after 45 minutes. I think there's a way that you can change that, but I'm still new with the GoPro. Ooh, got a sneeze. Bless. Excuse me. I almost said bless you myself. Smooth power band. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome running this truggy with the 5-port. Damn it. But I tell you what, guys. The one thing that I don't know if you guys have noticed, probably not paying attention, my nose does not just close up and plug up anymore. I got that fixed. And it's a real thing. Some of those nose sprays will make you dependent. And at first I thought that it was just, one of those weird things because, the not breathing came before I started using it. But, then it will make you need it. So be careful with nose sprays. But I got with a doctor and basically Flonase. It helps fight, nasty. It helps fight the whatever that other nose spray was doing that was making me dependent. Flonase will help you get rid of that shit. So, shouldn't have any more allergy issues, is what I'm hoping for. Take a quick peek at it. This engine's almost impossible to find parts for. I know, and I know a guy, I'm not going to say who, but I know a guy that has the parts, and we've talked about it, and I'm just waiting on him to send it. And as soon as he does that, I want to hook it up the right way. Make sure that, because what it was is I had it on there too tight, but I didn't have the manual, so I never read it and saw it until basically it was too late after breaking 2. Yes, I know, dumbass. But, it says tighten it down, then back it off like a quarter or half turn. So I'm going to try that, and maybe, I don't know if you guys remember watching when I was running it, but it was making that funky noise. It sounded like something was catching. I'm hoping it gets rid of that noise, and then it quits breaking shit. Damn, it's almost 8 o'clock, and we haven't even done anything yet. Also, saw that, what? You going all techno now? Yeah. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Yeah, because I think before, it was pretty much the Mugen. And then after I had gotten down here back in April, one of the guys at the track was selling his Techno. So I bought that 2.2 buggy. And then I kept breaking that Mugen. That, and it's actually like the older 7. And I don't know, it's just the Mugen, it seems like I ran it twice and I broke it twice. The Techno, I can run it 20 times and break it once. But yeah, I ended up with a little extra cash, and I got myself the Truggy 2.2, as you can see here, which is what this FX is going into. And then I was able to get myself a GoPro. So we're a professional tuber now. That's a joke. Yeah, this engine, let's see, Nitro Pimp said he has a clutch bell for me though, so the sim should live again. Nice. I just need the damn shaft. Dude, watching a new video comparing it to that indoor track you had a video of last year. Yep. Where it was like one of your first times on the track. Night and day difference, bro. Thank you, sir. I put in a lot of time. And yeah, if you're watching that latest video, and that's a much more technical, way difficult track. If you're watching that one from the other day, yes. That's, say if I were to go back to that, like a smaller track, an easier track, hell, I'd look like a damn pro. But, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Been putting a lot of time and effort into it, so I'm glad it's paying off. What were we going to do here? We're switching these out, so we're going to put some new shoes, some springs. We're going to run the 13 tooth, put all new bearings in it. Get out of there. Yeah, these damn bearings don't last for shit. Like this one, yeah, that one's probably still good. I'll save it. But that big one, where the seals fell out of it, I mean, like I said, hell, I think I even switched. Did I switch this out for the race? If I did, like, this thing literally only has like a 15-minute main on it, and both sides of it have fallen apart. But it's still, like, it's not gritty. It just doesn't have the seals anymore. Anyways, see if we can get this off without stripping it. These love to strip. And I should probably heat it up first, but I don't want to. don't know if you guys could see what I'm doing, but it may look funny, but I'm just kind of keep, you know, giving it a little bump, kind of like using an impact, just giving it some kicks, and then it breaks loose. Nice. Seems like I always strip one out. I got one left. Let's see, am I gonna strip this one, or we're gonna make it? If I strip it, I'll yell at myself and say I should have heated it up. Oh, yeah. This thing here's wore out. If I gotta tighten something down a lot or break it loose, this driver, all it'll do is strip it these days. Need to get me a new 1.5. Oh, Genesis. I would sell for parts, but the shipping is crazy. Well, you know, if you sell it for, you know, like $5 and then, you know, I give you like 200, it'll cover the shipping. But not, you know, if you want to work something out, we can. It's just gonna, I got a lot of things going right now, and I gotta play catch up from the holidays, so it's gonna take me a minute before I'm ready for that. And it's in Kansas City, so I don't really have access to it at the moment anyways. Oh, these springs are probably still good too. We'll just hang on to these. Yeah, when those shoes get real thin like that, I'm getting pretty close to done. I don't know what the thickness of this would be to say that it's still good or not. I know Drake does a video where he does a measurement across like this, and once it gets to, I think he only has like a 2 millimeters worth of play. And, you know, from brand new down to when he's, you know, when he says that they're ready to be changed. But there's a measurement, and I don't remember what it is. But yeah, it's, these damn things go quick. Oh yeah, Nick, I don't know if you've been on here, since I did the raw speed, but I got it's not really a sponsorship, but it's, you know, I'm kind of like signed up with raw speed just for parts. So I run raw speed tires and bodies. I just watched a few minutes. You practicing, your improvement is just plain awesome. Great job. Almost noticed I guess a GoPro camera had kudos on it. Yeah, where's it? So I was able to pick myself up a GoPro 13, and I have a few different mounts, but this is what I was using. It's like a clip that I put on the bill of my hat. And it worked out really well. I was impressed. But, yeah. So, been trying to step it up here lately. It's not easy, but we've been trying. Alright, so, we'll go, oh, pinky. One thing I don't like about these pink springs, they're so thick they barely fit. Oh, just made me a liar. One of them are really thick and they don't fit very well. I thought it was this one, but I'm glad you guys can see the improvement. You know, I've been putting a lot of time and effort into it, a lot of money. So, you know, the fact that you guys see a difference, that's awesome. Tells me I'm actually moving in the right direction. Before they changed the layout of that track that's in that video that you're watching, it was a little bit, so you would call it smaller. You know, not as much of the big jumps. But I was getting really good at it, and all the people that I've been running with since I've been here, you know, were telling me how much they can, you know, notice how much better that I'm getting. And yeah, when the people you're running with start telling you how good that you're doing, it's a good feeling. You know, you feel like you're not just doing it for nothing. Ow. Man, it's so hard to squeeze this in there with no fingernails. Cut my fingernails. Now that hurts. So I'm gonna get my bitch fingers out. I know you're probably not supposed to do all this, but it doesn't like lining up. Come on. It's like I can push it in and hold it, but the moment I go to put the screwdriver on it, there we go. I mean, I like the 4-shoe clutch, but man, they are a pain in the ass. JW, what's up? Dude, I am so not going to do well. Oh, this Silver State track is gnarly. I haven't seen the layout of it yet, man, but I wish I was able to go. Shit, he's about to put the GoPro. Well, I know, but as long as I'm in the shade, because I'm wearing it on my head, you know, I want you guys to be able to follow the car around as I'm driving. That's the whole point of it. If the track, damn it, get in there. If the track wasn't so wide, I'd be able to set it up and you'd be able to see the whole track, but I need to make sure you guys can see. Cool, that one went in like it was supposed to. Yeah, with the way that spring pushes out, it makes it sit at an angle, and then the little pin, I don't know if you guys haven't seen these, I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a pin at the end, and there's a little bit of thread up by the head. So trying to get that pin lined up in those holes was a pain in the ass. Yeah, if we do a live of breaking in the FX, it'll be a little bit easier, but to do actual live footage, it's gonna have to be on my head. And like I said, Last time I did a live with the GoPro, it cut off after like 45 minutes. And then being outside, if it gets hot, you know, and when it's hot outside, shade don't matter anyways. But we'll do what we can. So unless something happens, I'm gonna say more than likely we'll definitely be doing a live Sunday at the track. Maybe about the noonish hour. I'm not for sure. I'll try to post it. Give you guys a little bit of heads up. Baker says Sewer State always had a very technical track layout. Yeah, I'd like to go to Silver State. I'm gonna try to next year. Just hard coming up with that much time off. And then I lose a good chunk of money when I do vacation. Because a lot of my pay comes from you know, the per diem from being on the road and then overtime, and you know, on a 40-hour vacation or a vacation PTO check, there's just not much there. So, but I'm gonna try and get it planned out and make it up there next year. Also trying to plan a trip to either A-Main or Drake Speedway at some point this summer. That ought to be fun. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to, but I'm definitely going to try. Alright, so we're going to go with that. Put these away. Just sitting here wondering if you used a mic and put the GoPro in ice water, would it stay cool? Maybe, but it wouldn't be a very good video. Let's see here. I rolled down too far and I missed what you guys were saying here. Yeah, you know Eater? Man, I run into Brian Eater all the time, dude. Brian Eater's a good dude. And yes, he runs raw speed, and he says it's some of the best traction he's ever had. I'm telling you, raw speed tires, you know, you get the right compound for the moisture or the temperature or whatever of your track, and you use the right tread for, you know, whether it's dusty or hard packed. Man, I'm telling you, raw speed's got some damn good grip. I love them. Seven tanks before it opens up. FX patience. Thanks for the warning. Let's see here. Use your phone for the stream. Well, I don't have a way of using the phone and driving on the track. I want to use the GoPro, put it on my head, and do just like the video that I did from Sunday, so you guys can actually watch what I'm watching. I think those are the best videos. I just don't have a way to do it with the phone. I'm definitely not going back to trying to hold it on the controller. I can't focus on the track and do that at the same time. One thing that we might do is, you know, like if we do a stream for breaking in the engine, do that with the phone, just sitting off, you know, off the side of the track. and then start up a second live just with running the track on the GoPro. You know, maybe something like that. I don't know. I'll see what I can plan out. You got the surgery for deviated septum. Yeah, that Afrin spray is addictive. I did not get any surgery. I don't think I have a deviated septum. I never had allergies, and then about a couple years ago, I had a real bad sinus infection, and I kept getting plugged up, and I used my wife's, it's the good stuff. I got it right here. So, and I don't use this very often, but Zicam. Zicam's really good stuff. And I didn't want to spend the money. I figured, you know, the cheap stuff would be just as good. Yeah, don't go cheap. And that was that Afrin, just like what you're saying. And yes, that stuff, like when your nose wants it, it will shut your whole system down. You can't breathe. Every bit of snot you didn't even know you had in your body will just come pouring out. It is horrible. Sorry to be gross, but yes, Afrin will mess you up. But Flonase fought it and won. I haven't had the Afrin. What day was that? I talked to the doctor on the 30th. I haven't had it since, and I have not been plugged up since. And I don't even use the Flonase hardly. Like if I feel like I'm starting to plug up a little bit, I'll give it like one squirt in each nostril. But I'm over it now. Stay away from the Afrin. It will mess you up. Dude, I'm so freaking out. Send you a video of the track. Hell yeah. Dude, I was freaking out when I went to the Open. Man, that track is intimidating. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a track that you just look at and like you start pissing down your leg. That track will do it. Not only that, you guys can see from that video how hard, you know, how hard of a surface that is. It will destroy your car. You know, I haven't broke anything on my buggy the whole time I've been running. The exhaust hanger. I cracked one of the rear hubs, whatever. I snapped a dog bone for the first time the other day. Right as I was getting ready to go do that practice run. I had it fired up, had the GoPro going. I set it down, and the rear wheel wasn't spinning, and I looked at it, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then Peyton, my buddy, well, I consider him a buddy. He probably just considers me a new guy. But no, he's cool. You know, we talk all the time. He's a good dude. He's now a Tekno driver, and he had extra used drive shaft. Threw it in there. I got to give you guys 30 minutes of cool video. So thanks again, Peyton. John Davison says, when using a GoPro, you can run the power cable from the camera to a battery power pack, kind of like a coal mine and lights. Yes. I don't have one of those battery packs. I'm planning on getting one. There's also a part that you can put on the door where the battery's at that has like a little, it's like a little connection point where you just touch like a charger to it. It's kind of like a surface charger, like held on by magnets. And so you don't have to have it open and plugged in. So yeah, there's all kinds of little toys like that you can get. Good run, guys. Have a good night. Thank you, Lotus. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Haven't gone to the track yet since last summer. What? When it was flooding and non-stop rain for the winter so far with me. Oh yeah, you're up there in the Seattle area? Yeah, you probably get rain every day. Flush the grease out of the big clutch bearing before install. It'll make it last longer. So this is one of those deals where it's kind of controversial. So I had a bearing go out, and the first thing, and I didn't even know the guy that asked me, the first thing one of the guys asked me, because I was doing the like the qualifying one, and I didn't even get to start on it because I blew out the output bearing in the rear diff. And, you know, the guy asked me straight, he was like, did you blow the grease out? And I was like, what? I didn't even know it was a thing. And he's like, yeah, man, don't blow the grease out of that. It'll go out faster. I never blow the grease out. I'm more worried about driving smooth, staying on track, not flipping over. I'm not worried about going extra fast. With all the dirt out there, I'm just not even going to mess with it. I appreciate the tip, but being the track that I'm at, everybody says don't do it. That dust gets in there, and it just ruins everything. So I'm going to leave it alone at this point. But thank you for the tip. I don't know, maybe it would last longer, but everybody out there seems to think that it doesn't last longer if you drop the picture quality. Oh, on the GoPro? I got you. Yep. Raw speed now, so it doesn't surprise me since wheel raw speed. What are you saying there, Nick? The film went to Matrix after J Concept. I've never even heard of Matrix. Is that a new tire brand? No, Brian Eater, good dude. Any parts you need, he always has it. Good guy, real nice, real helpful. I like that guy. That's awesome that you know Brian Eater. All right. Brand new. Still got a nice shiny diamond coating on it. Brand newbie. And then this is the one we're using. Brand new shoes. There's put a drop of Loctite on there. Off the guy, what's up? What you tearing up now? I ain't tearing up nothing. Getting a clutch for my FX. I'm gonna give the old Truggy a new power plant. How you doing tonight, brother? I like to dremel the tips of those clutch pins to make them just slightly rounded. Like chain frame the tip it. Wait a minute, what? Dremel the tips of those clutch pins to make them slightly rounded, like. Oh, so like you talking about like beveling. You talking about like smoothing that out? What is it? So it goes in the hole a little easier? And I do have a Dremel. It's actually sitting right over here. I just need to get the bits for it. Ordered me a Dremel. Because I always have to ask somebody for one when I mess up a screw. That's damn good advice, thank you. Didn't Matrix almost... Ah, damn it. Tried to go a little bit and it went too far. Didn't Matrix almost had the tire gate at the Worlds 2 years ago or so? I don't know. I'd never even heard of Matrix. Alright, so we got a fresh big bearing. I got one left. I need more. So we'll start with putting 2 shims. I always put shims down here because if not, it seems like the bell always rubs either on the screw or down in the clutch itself. Perfect. Perfect. What, did I not have any? Must not have had any shims on the outside. Alright. I gotta dig for shims. Give me a second. What did I do with my shims? This is something I'm starting to run low on. Little tiny guys. Where? Let's see where this gets us. I thought I pulled 2 shims off the top of this. But maybe not. Oh, you know what? Stuck to the bolt. Yeah, I know, Nick, but I don't really want to do 3-shoe. I do shoe myself as well. I think your computer is way behind for the live stream. Computer's behind a little bit, but it's just my reading your comments is behind. There's always a delay. Ask Jay. Said a little about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been just working on it. Solid 10 minutes behind the chat. That's what happens when I get to working on stuff. You guys know this. Come on. It's nothing new. Man, that's a lot of play. Alright. I gotta find another shim. You guys know I don't look at the camera forever and then all of a sudden I play catch up. Always behind. I bet I could steal one from the bottom. As long as nothing's rubbing. But yes, there is always a delay in the laptop on the live stream. Like my phone, because that's where it's coming from, it's instant. But if I try to watch it on the laptop, it's always a delay. Hey, you guys probably feel like you were talking about that an hour ago. Yep, one on the bottom will work. No rubby. Man, there's still a lot of play. Does that seem excessive to you guys? Seems like a lot. Have the baseball hat with the GoPro mount installed on the hat. The only way to go. I'll have to look into that. Is that by GoPro or is it just somebody makes it off-brand? Just want to say hello when somebody was live, but good chat now. Good night. Good night, Baker. You're probably not on here anymore, but thank you much for stopping by. It's good talking with you again. John, yes, at the minimum. Yeah, Lotus is asleep already. He couldn't take it anymore. The grease is good for bearings except for the inner. Oh, you're just talking on the inner clutch bearing. Grease gets on the shoes and makes them slip. Superheats the bell and cooks the bearing and shortens life. Oh. That is good to know. That's why Avid, Low CTLR, Clinic RC, and others advise blowing the grease out only for that inner clutch bearing. Okay, I didn't understand what you were saying earlier, but I hear you. What do you blow it out with? Just brake cleaner, and then put some bearing oil in it. Yep, beveling the clutch pin. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get some bits for my Dremel, I'll try it out. Back when Raja was doing YouTube videos, he dumped some into engines all the time, lots of brands, models, but he was always the biggest fan of the FX. Yeah, that was the first place I saw the FX, was with Raja, or however you say it. Yeah, I liked watching his videos. He had some good information. He was the first one I seen talking about bones back in the day. Yeah, I wish he was still doing videos. I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't. So I do have some bearing oil. So I'm going to try this out and, like you say, blow the grease out of here. And then I'll re-oil it and see if I can get it to last any longer. Yeah, that guy had an insane amount of engines. All high quality race engines too. I was very impressed. I take it this works best if you pull out both seals. If you guys never tried pulling out these seals before, it ain't easy. All right. Yeah, I can see the grease in there. I've never pulled these apart fresh, but see if you guys can see that. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna go hit this with some WD-40 and we are going to try this out. Oh, I'm sorry, brake cleaner. cool. He came up with his own fuel mixture and then dropped off YouTube. Cool. Should be able to tell that no more grease. So I'm gonna put one side of this seal back in. And then this here is Ryan Mayfield. Momentum bronze bearing oil. Can't even tell if I'm squeezing any out. There we go. Now I can see it. All right, let's see if that trick works. I appreciate the info on that, bro. Yeah, what was up with that? Hope he's doing okay. He's still running RCs, but just not doing vids on it. On a delay, it's like a detour. Refresh your, I don't need to refresh my computer. Actually, it's a brand new computer. Let's see. Not bad, we had a great track, close up 2 hours away. It was an easy track to get there. Some trucking company bought the land. That sucks. Chris myself, his own race down in Florida, was planning the second one. It didn't happen. He has too much play. I'm probably way behind. We had some fun. I soaked my inner clutch bearing and contact cleaner. A little cup for like a minute. Don't use brake cleaner like I did at first. Made the bearing season. Well, damn it! I didn't see that message and I already did it. Here's what happened to tracks in Calgary. I had so many engines. Dude had like a plastic bag storage chest loaded with them. I have 200 engines and it felt like a You know, back in the day, I only had a couple of engines and, you know, a couple different cars. And then those last couple of years doing YouTube with you guys and all the purchases that I've made, I like having extra engines. I like having extra rigs. I like being able to, you know, not having to worry about something going wrong and then being dead in the water. These PB blasters remove the grease and AC. Chris Super RC, what's up? How you doing, brother? Trying to get racing going up here. Anticipation is low. People buy cars and then don't come race. Yeah, I mean we're a different breed. Use brake cleaner. I let the bearing sit in it for 5 to 10 minutes. That's what did me in. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard it, but I just went over to the sink and just blasted it. All I wanted to do was knock the grease out, and then I put a good amount of oil in there. Hopefully, we're good. I guess we'll find out the hard way if we're not. So one shim, the bearing. Yeah, we got a long way to go on this. We definitely ain't getting this thing in tonight. You know, if you guys are interested, we'll come back tomorrow night and finish this. What do you guys think? J-Dub's back. Had to do wife shit. No, you weren't off my guy. I was trying to be nice. Doing good, Chris. How about yourself, brother? Yeah, you're fine. I don't remove the shield off the side of the bearing, so I gotta soak mine for about. Yeah, I mean, I figure if I'm gonna take that out and then add some in, I better take that shield off, or just feel like you're asking for trouble. Had some aluminum dust buildup in there. I thought I had another shim. Now that bearing oil is slippery, I can't grab it. I think I see what happened. Oh, one of them anyways. Supposed to give you a hard time, might as well be me. Fine. Man, that track in your video is insane. Imagine doing that track with a vintage RC and meat grinder out there. You are not kidding with that, man. It is a meat grinder, RC grinder, whatever you want to call it. It will chew your shit up and spit it out. I love it though. I love that layout. It is very complicated. I still, not the best at it. But just the challenge of it, the cool jumps, I just think it's neat. There's some people that aren't real thrilled with it, just because of how technical it is and how it beats up the RC. But I mean, people that run that place, they're nice enough to give us something like that to to have, to play with. I'm not gonna complain. And there's a company, what was it called? Fast Tracks. I think I'm saying that right, maybe. I think it's Fast Tracks. I don't know if they travel around the country building tracks or what the deal is, but they're the company that built that. Oh, I think I know the problem. The head on this is not wide enough and it's sliding through the shims. Well, that sucks because I like this, I like to be able to use a 2.5 on it. It doesn't strip as easily. What do I have? You know what? Let's try something. Yep, very fun. Okay, does that fit on there? That does. And it's not going to go through the head, so I think we found our solution. Yeah, it seemed like I couldn't get it to get rid of some of that play because it was slipping through. There we go. I like it. Just enough play. Who said you're slow, but I blame the computer that's being nice. Sure. Just because you call it a taco doesn't mean it's a taco. There's bound to be some people that taco some hinge pins and shit out there. Oh yeah, I've seen some shit break on that track. I've seen some pretty gnarly breaks. I've seen probably 5 or 6 drive shafts, probably 4 or 5 shocks. I've seen arms get ripped off. What else was it? On the short course trucks, they seem to get the shit kicked out of them. Their bodies are always ripping off. But yeah, definitely a meat grinder. All right, engine is finally ready to go. All right, so we'll get this back together with the engine mounts and get the exhaust on it, but I'm not gonna get it in the truck. Actually, you guys know me. I like putting the Loctite in the hole. And one of the main reasons that I do that, because you put it on the threads and you go to shove the threads through the holes of the engine, and it pulls your thread locker off. Damn it. So this way I know for sure it's in there on the threads. Be scratching up my engine. That's like they totally missed in these little cutouts, but I know that's not for the screwdriver, but your driver goes right here instead of these little notches. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm pointing at. Doesn't look like you can. Yeah, so it's like if these little cutouts were right here, you'd be able to get into that screw cleanly. But that's what these cutouts here are for. All right. Let's see here. Another vintage steel over new steel, but I think it's more in the shocks than anything. Pro driver could take a new style shock and engine electronics. Probably could hang with new. It's a lot to do with the shocks. Of course, for landing, one of your biggest things for, like, say, traction on the track is your tires. First is your tread. You know, you got to match the dirt, and then next will be your compound. You got to match the moisture and the temperatures. And that compound really makes a difference. So that step up jump in the center, going away from the driver's stand. You got to nail that corner before you carry speed. Wow, dude, I don't know if you can tell in that video, but I'm starting to hook up on that jump, that step up jump you're talking about. You know, it's like when you come around that corner and you start to head away, you know if you're lined up or not. It's one of the hardest things to do is to hold off and not hit it when you can't hit it. I'm getting better at that. So you'll see in that video, like, I'll come around the corner and I'll just barely jump it and then roll up it and carry on. And then if I come around that corner just right and I know I've got it lined up, I'll punch it. And then you see me just clear right over that inside corner. That's like the best feeling in the world. I can't explain it. If you've never done it, it's hard to explain it. But, you know, you're just like, ooh, that was close, but I made it. It's a great feeling, and it's neat to watch, especially when you got a whole bunch of, like the pro race, when they're all doing it in a line together. Oh man, it's so cool watching everybody hit that not at the same time, but you know, in a line and hit it the same. It's freaking awesome. Platforms probably couldn't win, but we were close. Yeah, and I mean, you know, your shocks have a lot to do with it, especially if there's a lot of jumps. You know, but again, if you don't have the traction, you're not, them jumps are the least of your worries, because you know you're spinning around, you can't get lined up, you can't get the traction to make the jump. So your tires are going to be your number one deal. And you know, there's so many things to the setup that I've learned on this little adventure. Not just one thing is going to get you right, and every day, temperature, moisture, dirt, doesn't matter, always changes, and it always changes, can always change things within your setup. As the day goes on and the temperatures change, your tires need to change, your oil, your shock oil needs to change, or even at least re-bleed them. I mean, just so many crazy things into how you get traction and how you know, get smooth runs. And then on top of that, the muscle memory between your finger, you know, your hand-eye coordination, and just doing the same thing over and over in the same spots of the track. Dude, it's a, I don't know, it's like I always say, it's a very, very challenging thing to do. And I think that's what drives a lot of people too, is, you know, that challenge. And I love the challenge. I think it's really cool, so I enjoy it. Some people don't necessarily like it as much, but I have a blast with it. But yeah, there's so many ways to tune your car. You know, it even comes down to, if you don't prep your tires right when you go to glue them to the rims, yeah, that's a whole nother tuning thing. You know, the people are tuning the pistons inside the shocks. I think, what is it, VP, the VP Pros? You know, they're running 20 hole. I don't know how big the holes are, but there's so many weird tuning options that they're coming out with for these cars. It's amazing. So between older cars and the newer modern cars, it's so hard to get an older vintage car to keep up with a modern car, no matter what engine you put in it, because of the fact you don't have as many tuning options. You know, with moving the your camber links around, moving the steering links around, just the different you know, your shock alignments, whatever. There's so many different things you can do. It's crazy. That's like Todd from Nitro talk when Todd still races a Hyper 7. Yeah, and I mean, if you got the tuning options and you've got it dialed in, and then you're also a good racer, you know, you can do it. But you know, you got to have the right tires, the right compound, the right oils. You know, the oils in your diff make a hell of a difference. I've found that out. I love that guy. How the hell he's still getting off on Hyper 7 parts? He's just hoarded himself a stash ahead of time, probably. that video you put up a couple weeks ago of your buddy racing. He kept going for that middle step up jump and trying to shave the corner. Yes, and I'm watching that and I'm seeing what he's doing. And you know, if you keep that inside corner but stay off of the pipe, and I mean that's the other thing is hitting that corner without hitting the pipe. Like it's almost like you're just kind of throwing it up there blindly, right? It's what it looks like as you're driving. But if you keep that same alignment, and it becomes like a machine, you know what I mean? Just becomes second nature. And somebody like Mayfield, when you watch him drive the car, literally it's like a machine. He does the same thing, the same spots every single time. Dakota Finn, you know, even you know Ryan Lutz, Ryan Harris is pretty good at it too. You know, you watch these pros drive. What's the God? The name's drawing a blank. Man, he was even at the Open. Damn it, I can't think of his name. But yeah, they're hitting the same spots every time. You know, the pull of the throttle. You know, the timing of the brakes, the placement on the track. It's ridiculous to see how some of these people do it, and it's like, man, how in the hell do you pull that off every single time? But yeah, and my buddy in that video, he's a really good driver, and he's taught me a lot of tips. But yeah, he was out of it for a while, like he had a kid and just wasn't able to get out and race. So he's a little rusty, but he's getting back in it, and I can see him cleaning it up each time that he goes out and runs. But very helpful guy. Joe Lacey, he's a great dude. And my buddy Tony, who he's been in here a few times. He's the one who introduced me to him, and it's just a great group of guys. I agree, Nitro. That's what I was thinking too. Just update a vintage all the way and get used to it and still be competitive. Yeah, if it's got enough adjustments on it, and you can do what you need to do. I mean, even the simple thing, like you see people with the toe out, and then some guys are like, "Oh, I don't do that. That's just stupid." When you do that toe out, it helps you whip around that corner because that inside tire is already turning, and then that outside tire, literally, it's like digging into the track. And that was one of the biggest things that helped me turn the corners sharper. One of my buddies was like, "Hey, we need to toe this out a little bit more." I was like, "Cool, go ahead and we'll try it out and see what happens." The next thing you know, I'm flipping a dime, just as easily as could be. And I was like, "Wow, I didn't know this car would do that." I mean, it's all about setup. All about the setup. Okay, we want to put a little dab. Where'd it go? This one? It's not the one I was using. There it is. Doesn't really matter. Just want to make sure I didn't have it sitting there with no lid and tipped over. Put a little dab of the silicone on there. But I understand why they go all the time and just the love for running the track. I mean, it's even if you're not racing, just like anything else, you're trying to get better each lap. It's really cool. It's much more fun than I actually thought it would be. Come on. Get lined up and stay. All right, well, there it is. Got the 85 millimeter. Man, it even looks meaner. 85 millimeter header with the 2100. I'm excited. Can't wait to get it in the truck, get it broken in. There's a new jamming buggy, really? So it has some adjustments I've never seen on a buggy. Wow. I did not know that they brought it back out. New jamming race buggy is awesome. Material on amen. I ordered a fuel tank and it came with it. Nice. Let's come back strong. Watch and see. Dude, that'd be awesome. A race. Arena cross in the building where the big AMS race is held. Oh, Alabama? Are you down there in the Huntsville area? Watch the pros snipe this tiny little landing from a jump in the middle of a turn, lap after lap. They're savants, or are you trying to say they're savages? Yeah, that video of the track that I put out the other day on that back right corner. That is one of the hardest jumps to hit. I kind of talked about it in yesterday's live, watching that video. I've hit it a couple times, man, because you're kind of angled away before the corner, and then right at the corner, when you hit the ramp, it kind of turns a little bit, different angle, and then midair, the angle of the downside changes. It is the hardest jump for me to hit. Let's see. I was looking at buying a new buggy. Oh, looks like you got one. Jay, you need to check out the new Jam and Race buggy kit. I'm telling you. Oh, I'm sure it'd be badass, but I've already got a bunch of money tied up in techno. Have a good night, Jay. You're probably already gone, but take it easy. Different strokes for different folks, but I've had a hard time bashing after trying the track thing out. So much more meat on the bone. You know, I've had this conversation with people. I'll probably never get away from bashing, but to me, running the track is so much more fun than bashing. So if you've got buddies and you've got like a nice little area, maybe some jumps, you're running some monster trucks, bashing's a blast. I'll never knock bashing, but back and forth, you got to find things to do, right? When you're on the track, the challenge of it, even though you got the same turns and jumps over and over again, somebody's faster than you, you're constantly trying to beat them and you're just trying to get better and better. It's always like something new. You know what I mean? It's always a challenge. It's just always something different. And I never realized that about, tracks back in the day. But now it's like I prefer going to the track and racing over just bashing. I mean, that's why I'm doing it so much. So, yes, CBH, I totally get that. 7, highly gifted. Oh, yeah. Like that dude from the Rain Man who can count cards and dominate poker. Yeah, Rain Man. Gotta watch Jeopardy. Dude, that was a great movie as a kid. Being from Missouri, and one of the best lines in that movie when Tom Cruise is on the phone, he's like, yeah, I'm somewhere in BF, Missouri. Me and my sister just laughed our asses off. Good times. Great movie. But that's a form of autism. I don't know if it's Asperger's syndrome, maybe. And a lot of those types of syndromes, especially the Asperger's syndrome, they're usually really gifted at like one particular thing, whether it's, painting, numbers, counting, music, art, so many different things. It's amazing watching how talented they are at that one particular thing. And it's funny, I used to work with a guy that had a kid that had Asperger's syndrome, and he was a very smart. He was doing like controls, but like very smart. And then his wife was a rocket scientist. So and he was telling me this, that the doctors and scientists, it's like a study that they've done. Kids that come from brilliant parents, like if both parents are brilliant, a lot of times that kid will, or one of their kids, or whatever the case is, can come out with Asperger's syndrome. Maybe even just different types of not necessarily, it's not Down syndrome, but what is it? Asperger. Damn it. There's a name for it. Anyways, but yeah. So apparently, like really, really smart parents having kids is not always the best idea, because it happens. Apparently, there's a study out there. I love to race, but I couldn't ever find the time. I'm like, get hooked on it. Oh yeah, dude. That's one reason I never really wanted to start, because I knew it would be, just like anything else, especially when you're competitive and it's a sport kind of thing. I knew there'd be an addiction to it. But I'm glad that I'm doing it. I'm glad I'm getting the experience, meeting the people, getting to share it with you guys. It's a whole new ball game. It's a blast, and it's just something different to do. But yes, it is addicting. Right now, wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I mean, maybe more time with the family, but no, definitely more time with the family. But, well, that's all the work I'm going to do tonight. I know it took a long time to do those tiny little issues, but, yeah, we were having fun talking. Often a guy was making fun of me, all that good stuff. Let's see. Yep, 8:45, 8:54. I'm serving people on the East Coast. Even harder to stay awake. But yeah, I think we're gonna pop back in and do another live tomorrow night. Hope you guys come and join. We're gonna get this back in the truck. We're gonna get the truck set up for the weekend. Make sure she's good to go. And at some point, I doubt we'll get started on it tomorrow, but at some point I'm going to paint my new raw speed body. But basically, going to start getting ready for the new Outlaw series that's coming in. Got to make sure I got parts and the wearables. So, anywho, yes sir, Northeast Mods, have a great night. I appreciate you guys. We have one of the nicest tracks on the East Coast. I'm gonna track asphalt, off-road, 20 minutes from my house. I haven't made that mistake yet. You gotta do it, bro. But yes, sir. For those of you that hadn't been here in a while and came back to join us, thank you very much. It's nice to have you back. And for those of you that are always here, it's always nice to have you. Thank you much. You guys have yourselves a great night. Be kind. Burn nitro. Much love and peace.